Part 4 of the Journey to the Rise of Skywalker Geek Bros special. It's Vibe again with Darth Flexx, who's waiting.
And Darth Flexx.
Darth Flexx.
I apologize. My birds are talking to me.
Oh, your birds are talking to you? Is that what it is? What are they saying?
They're tired.
Look, yeah, I can see it in your eyes, man. Your eyes are so squinty, it's ridiculous. We're almost done. We're recording these back to back to back.
I'm not wearing glasses. I'm actually not tired.
Oh, no? Okay. Cool. So, what are we talking about today? Jedi Fallen Order, huh? All right. It's it's on PS4, Xbox, and that's it. I have it for PS4 and PC. You're further than me, so you can, non-spoilery, because I'm still playing the game, give us your review of Jedi Fallen Order.
I gotta say, it is a very solid game with flaws.
Okay.
I really enjoy the action. I enjoy the game visually. It's beautiful.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, the game is beautiful.
Almost seamless play, almost.
The cast and the character design, I think, is very good as well. The freedom to explore different planets is very good, though that's my issue with it. I'll get back to it in a second, but and just kind of how it goes deep into the lore, and something similar to the Force Collector. You have the Force echoes and touch shit, and you can.
Oh yeah.
The game, I mean, if I out of 5, I would say like 4 out of 5. Why it's not 5? It's the combat mechanics are a bit difficult. They're a bit clumsy.
Yes.
In my opinion, I can parry blasters easily, but it's really hard to parry like melee attacks, and it's really hard to dodge.
Okay, good. It's not just friggin' me then. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can do them on like some of the weaker enemies, but like it's tough with the harder, faster ones.
It's like a 1 second delay.
Let's see.
That's what I feel like, is that it doesn't parry as much once you press the button. There's a delay to it.
Yeah. That's
what I've noticed.
It says it in the review that there's like a couple milliseconds because it goes from here to actually putting it up, so it's a humanistic delay. Right. But one thing that drives me insane is the little loot boxes. Except for the stim boxes, those are pretty useful. But the loot boxes, I don't give a shit. If it wasn't for the fact that they give you XP, they're completely useless. They give you things that do nothing other than you can change
cosmetic.
Your color.
Pure cosmetic.
The ponchos are stupid.
Yeah, I haven't
the ponchos are stupid. The ship colors are stupid. Yes, the lightsabers look badass, but like it doesn't do anything. You don't get stronger. You don't attack stronger.
Right. No.
And the thing is, even though I know they're worthless, I just can't leave them when I pass one. It fucking pisses me off. It takes me away from the gameplay because I'm here trying to get a loot box that I know has nothing to offer. Like I get the stim pack ones. That makes total sense. You have more health. Oh god,
those are awesome.
Perfect. See, like the Force echoes are good because you get some story within the level, within the mission, or within like the universe. Those are great, and you get experience. But the loot crates, god damn, I hate the loot crates. Okay, here's another thing: is you get to travel all these massive planets. They're fucking big planets. Why is there no interactions with anybody? You can talk to your shipmates, but just like how are you doing? Whatever. Yeah. You go to Kashyyyk, you talk to some of the people, but it's like, why is there? Like, I get some of the planets are kind of war torn, or the Empire has been kicking them out and whatever. But why is it that you can't go to a store? Why can't you talk to the locals? Why, kind of like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption? I would feel like.
But but you're asking for an open world, and this is not really open world. Well, it's simulate open world, mini
it's
open
pretty
world.
Open world, but with only enemies.
It's linear. It's a linear.
There's only enemies.
I feel like it's a linear platform. It just circles back around on itself, really. But it's a contained open world, but like that's about it.
Like
like a dome.
Star Wars: The Old Republic, the World of Warcraft for Star Wars.
Yeah.
You can go planet to planet just like this. The gameplay and travel is very similar.
Okay.
But you can interact with people.
Oh, okay.
You can have romances. You can make friends. Have you ever played Mass Effect?
No.
You ever played Dragon Age?
Nope.
Okay. Well, Okay,
I played World of
those
Warcraft.
those games are very similar to Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
But you can talk, you can have relationships, you can buy stuff, you can. I feel it's missing the reality of actually being in a galaxy. You can travel to different places with different people. There's no way. I mean, sure the Empire is large, but there's no way in hell the Empire, even in the movies, there's no way in hell the Empire's cleared out every planet from all inhabitants. So that kind of turns me off. They got, there's so much potential there for storytelling and for side missions and so on. But other than that, the game is solid. I'm loving the gameplay. I'm loving the story. I love the character Cal Kestis. The soundtrack is pretty solid too, and I enjoy the settings that they put you in and all the backgrounds. Yeah.
All right.
I still haven't beat it, but
I agree. I'll give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Flex didn't say it, but just like him and me, when I first started playing it, I was yearning to play The Force Unleashed because the mechanics were better in The Force Unleashed. It was faster. It was more compelling for me in the beginning. After I got over that and I started really playing the game, I said, okay, all right, I'm getting into it. I love the near seamless play. How there's almost no loading, and the loading is hidden behind certain things. Like I'm pretty sure when you're flying to different planets and you're having a conversation, the game is loading, but it's hidden behind a conversation between either you and the pilot or the pilot and the other former Jedi that you don't realize that's probably what the game is doing, is loading. And I loved that. I think the only time I see the game load is when I'm saving, and that's about it. I actually do enjoy their leveling up mechanic, which is like a grid. You get skill points, you do grids. It reminds me of the sphere grid in Final Fantasy X, I think it is. It's a sphere grid, something similar where you can choose what skills you want or what you don't want. So I kind of like that. That's actually pretty cool. The story for me is a little lackluster, only because every time they reveal a new Jedi that survived and that's out there, I think it takes away from Luke's story. So now Cal Kestis has been out there, Kanan Jarrus was out there, Ahsoka was out there, friggin' the Force Collector out there. It's like everybody's out there. So why was it Luke stood alone? Why did he stand alone? He didn't have to stand alone then, because originally we thought he was by himself pretty much after Obi-Wan died and Yoda was just old and didn't want to go. He was alone for a reason, but it looks like now that he was pretty much abandoned. You're gonna tell me that nobody sensed him through the Force, or that you can't tell me Yoda couldn't reach out to somebody else. Yoda reached out to Ezra, and spoke to Ezra. So you guys could have given him help. There were others to help him. So, but that's just nitpicky. What you love it, the Force connection where you can pull Force essence memories from objects. But again, when I saw that he could do that, so now he can do that. Rey can do that. The Force Collector can do that. I mean, you got to give me a break here. Everybody has that ability now. I thought that was supposed to be a rare ability. So far, it's 3 people in a row with Jedi Force powers that can do this, and it kind of just like, all right, that annoyed me a little bit. Yes, the loot boxes, they make me laugh. They giggle. I think that EA put it in there on purpose, just to mess with us, and because nothing in there is worthwhile. But it's funny. It's all cosmetic. I enjoy that. But yeah, I like the double-bladed lightsaber combat. That's awesome. That's completely awesome. I love it. That's great. That's all I play. I don't play with the single saber anymore. I want to play with a double. Even if it's one person I'm fighting, I play with the double because I'm invincible with the double one. You can't mess with the double one. I like the characters. The story so far is interesting. I got a huge surprise when the Saw Gerrera popped up, but then it kind of breaks the canon because Saw Gerrera knows he's a Jedi, and then Saw Gerrera met more Jedi, and they didn't tell that Jedi about this Jedi, and he's like, oh, I forgot that they can do that. When he saw Kanan like jump really high. Well, what do you mean? In this canon, you saw a Jedi probably 5 years ago probably do it. So now it's throwing me off. Like, you can't just throw these characters, voiced by Forrest Whitaker, love it, but you can't throw these characters and then not realize that they said something. I'm just saying, but The game is fun. It is a solid game. You do get over the mechanics. It is hard as shit. That's what I can tell you. I've died so many times, even on the easiest mode now, because it is hard as shit. I'm only playing the game for the story mode. Story mode is supposed to be easier, and I'm still hard as shit. So, what mode are you playing on? Jedi Master? Jedi Knight?
No. Jedi Knight. I've tried Jedi Master and Jedi Grandmaster, and man, oof.
Jedi Knight
It's impossible.
wrecked me. Jedi Knight wrecked me. So I had to put it on story mode, and I'm still getting wrecked. This is how I know that I suck at games now. So do I tend to finish this? Yes. And I'm excited to see where the story goes. And it's really fun. I love the puzzles. I love the fact that you earn new techniques, and very Kingdom Hearts-ish. You can go back to the worlds and find new hidden areas with the new techniques that you use. The force push and those orbs drove me nuts, but I'm working with it, and I can't wait to continue playing the game. Do you recommend it, Flex? Final thought?
100%, I do recommend it. I mean, I think it's a good addition.
I agree. So you should play it, and if you are playing it and you're enjoying it, shoot us a line, geekbros@yahoo.com. Let us know how you like the game, or how you don't like the game, or if you really won't miss the good old days of The Force Unleashed. And we will get back to you, because we appreciate your comments. That's it for part 4 of the Rise of Skywalker Countdown, a Geek Bros special. As we get closer and closer to the Rise of Skywalker, we're gonna go see it at iPick, 6:15 p.m. Thursday. So check out our review coming right afterwards. All right, next part, episode part 5, final thoughts on The Last Jedi. I love it. Stay tuned. Geeking Out is strong with the Force.
Geek Bros Countdown continues all week.